Hey my ducks, welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. Hope everybody is doing okay. So, let's light some incense. Today, I think we will have, I'm knocking everything everywhere. We will have some Banjara frankincense. This is a really nice one that Sandra recommended when we was in Glastonbury. You don't get a lot of sticks in this one, but they are quite thick compared to the Nag Champa Banjara. Anyway, let's get that lit and then we can begin. So one thing I omitted to say in the last video was, and I even put the Hermit's Code promotional code in for Cheryl Shot Oneness Emporium, who have sent these decks, is that she's actually got a Black Friday sale on and a Cyber Monday. Just noticed I spilled some ash there from the incense. So a little bit late for the Black Friday sale because that stops at midnight on Saturday, the 16th. And that's by invite only, so via email. However, there is a sale on till Cyber Monday, which I think, is that like the 2nd? I want to say the 2nd of, yeah, I think it is the 2nd, the Monday the 2nd of December. The first Monday in December anyway is Cyber Monday. And you get 15% off things in Cheryl Shop Oneness Emporium. So there's no point in putting the Hermit's 10 code in because that's 10% off. You get more off if you take advantage of those promotions. It's got a nice big mug. It's in that, which is a aperitif that I got in Lincoln, if you saw that vlog. So nice big mug of coffee. But we're here to have a look at the Millennial Tarot. Now, I'm not a millennial. Millennials are, let me get this right, 1986. Is that right? No, 1982. Gosh, trying to remember. 1982 to 1996. Oh my gosh, I need to check this because I don't want to give you the wrong information. Bear with. Okay, I was a year out, 1981 to 1996. And it sandwiches itself between Generation X, the best generation, and Generation Z, or Z if you're in the States. So Millennials was right in the middle of those two. So 1981 to 1996 is the Millennial. I'm the one before that. I'm Generation X, and I personally, although biased, think that's the best generation because born in 1970, my childhood was in the 70s when the world was safer, or certainly seemed safer. You could go out and play and have adventures. And then every one of my teenage years was in the 80s, and that was just an amazing time, particularly for music, to be a teenager. So I actually love Generation X. But we love our millennials as well. And they're only, you know, by the time the millennial age came, I was only 10 going on to 11. So I can relate to a lot of it. So this is the Millennial Tarot, a deck and guidebook for the journey of adulting, because the struggle is real. It's by Scott Bergman. I believe it was an indie deck originally, and has now been released by RP Studio. And it comes with a book. It's in this nice kind of clamshell set. That is quite nice actually. I like the way it tucks in there. And the book you can slide under this, so I've got a nice little book. You should really have a look at what the back says, shouldn't we? I've not even read it yet. A playful yet powerful mystical tool for those who love them. the goods. A relatable 78 card deck for the millennial generation. Each card has been reimagined to capture its modern day meaning with iconic millennial archetypes and experiences. From student loans, death, to boozy brunch, the world. Love it. An unexpectedly deep guidebook with straightforward how-to tarot instructions, 2 real interpretations, upright and reversed, and a TLDR for each card, meaning because sometimes you need that insight yesterday. This retails at $25 US, 31 Canadian. I'm not sure what it's retailing in, but there will be a link in the description on Cheryl's to Cheryl's shop, Oneness Emporium. So do check it out there. So it looks like a nice sturdy guidebook. 136 pages. Let's see what you get. It's nice glossy sheets as well. We've got a cheat sheet, how to tarot, spreads for days, and card deets. So this is the cheat sheet. So it kind of tells you about what the minor arcana follows an enchanting take on the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. If it was a real millennial deck, they would insist on putting Smith in there and all, instead of just referring to it as the Rider-Waite deck all the way through. Let's not leave out Pixie. And then you get a breakdown of the different suits. So it looks like I know it's a reimagined deck. Looks like quite big cards as well. But it looks like they've done that swapping of the minor arcana suits. So vibes is wands, feels is cups. I get that, the whole emotional thing. Thoughts, swords. Yeah, I mean, that's where it's all in the mind, isn't it? The sword suit, and swag for pentacles. And then we get how to tarot. Sorry, I'm being bleat. Spreads for days. So we've got some spreads, and then the card deets. So we don't have images, but we've got this color coding for the pink pages, and then it goes into like a orange for the wands, Ace of Fields, which is our cups, and then Thoughts, which is air, and then green is earth. So they're quite, those colours match with the elements for me as well. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay. So, they do feel larger, unless it's just, no, they are. Yeah, this is a standard tarot size, so they're taller and wider. I did feel that, I think that it felt like it was a large card. I love the avocados on the back. Who knew that avocados was a millennial thing? I think they have it on toast, don't they? Avocado on toast. We've got each of the suits represented here as well. So you can see it's fully reversible, nice black back. Will I edge it in black? Not sure. But anyway, let's bring the camera down and let's take a look at the cards. Okay, so hopefully that's in shot. So you can see the way the card is constructed. It's color coded the same as the book. You can almost see it better there. Which is helpful. So we've got this pink colour for our major arcana. There is an association. This one is Uranus, or Uranus as you might say, but we say Uranus in the UK. And that's in the corner of each card as well. So we've got that Jupiter there. So planetary associations, I think they're not all going to be like that. Some are star signs like Cancer. So we do have astrological associations to the cards as well. We've got the image. They are quite bordery, but that's because we've got the traditional title of the tarot. As it said, it follows an RWS. So we've got the Fool, which is 0. and the fool is the Millennial, as you would imagine. Then we've got this little design thing happening here with people holding their mobile phones and their lattes. So yeah, this is pretty funny, and that whole sort of fancy coffee culture here, coffee shops. I love coffee shops, and I'm Generation X. I do like a good old-fashioned boozer as well, but I do like a coffee shop. The Magician is the tech visionary. Is that? I'm trying to see what, because there's lots of symbolism. That kind of looks like... Not sure. I mean, there's a mobile phone, but I'm not quite sure what that is. I wonder if the book describes the scene. Let's have a look at the tech visionary. I love the TLDR as well. So TLDR, just in case you don't know, if you're not down with the kids or the millennials, is too long, didn't read. So you get like your card interpretation, but if you just want the TLDR, it's gaining partners along the way for the Tinderists, which is our lovers. But to see what one of the cards is called. So the Magician is the tech visionary. Yeah, so it does describe the scene. So it says, with headphones on, you're wired in, like wearing VR glasses. You see the world that others cannot. You're not just envisioning the future, you're actively shaping it through inventing and pitching a disruptive new app or summoning a ride share with the tap of one finger. You are the architect of a new reality that others, if lucky, will one day marvel at and live in. And then we get real talk, and then we get reverse, okay? And then we get some hashtags, of course, at the bottom. I think it's been well constructed. It plays into the theme really well, too. So our High Priestess is the festival goer, which is really interesting. I don't know if I'd have put our High Priestess as a festival goer, maybe our Empress, but hey ho. Cardstock is really nice as well. I know I did the card size, but the cardstock, it's matte and it's got a lot of flex, but it's quite thick. It is a chunky deck. Feels like that's been set in two halves. Like, you know, you get those sets that are separate. Obviously it wasn't. The Etsy Queen for the Empress. How funny. The Patriarchy for our Emperor card. The artwork is quite abstract, really. The Instagram Guru for the Hierophant. It's all about the egg. That's just confirmed me as Generation X. Can I just say that rather than a millennial? The egg. The Lovers is our Tinderist. Yep. Van life. Oh, I love watching van life videos. Couldn't live in a van. I have far too much stuff, but I do like the idea of it, at least, from the Chariot. That's quite a good choice for the Chariot, the van life. Then we have Strength, DIY skills. My DIY skills are non-existent. So the Hermit is off-grid. Well, off the grid, but yeah, living off-grid. Nice image. Wheel of Fortune is Bitcoin investment. Oh my gosh. I can't even begin to try and get my head around Bitcoin. I don't even want to know. The Social Justice Warrior. And it's really interesting because being from a different generation to the millennial generation, there are some things like Bitcoin where I'm like, oh no, don't want to know. But then other things like social justice is something that I've been involved in for, gosh, over 25 years as a quality or as we call it now, equity, diversity and inclusion practitioner, and I'm working with people who are marginalised and underrepresented. So there's lots of crossover. I don't think you can put people into boxes just because of when they were born, because we're still living, we might have been born and grew up in like Generation X, for example, but we've lived through Millennial times and Generation Z, so, and we pick things up or we choose not to. Fun employed for the hanged man. Student loans for death. Gosh, I can remember when it was free to go to university. Temperance, eco-friendly. I'm not sure I like this at the bottom of every image. Again, it's part of a branding, but I would have preferred that not to be there and have more of the artwork. Just a preference for me. Okay, the devil is the fuck boy. I don't know if that's the same as a fuck buddy. Let's have a look. Let's see. I've gone past it now. So, giving into temptation is the TLDR. The sitch. The sitch. It feels so good to be bad until the next day. Whether booty calling an ex, pulling in an all-nighter, or having one too many cheat days, you've done this before and you know it doesn't feel good later. You know it's wise to cut out people or things that distract you or sabotage your life. But temptation is strong with this one. Desire and impulsivity without awareness, discipline and self-love is a recipe for toxic choices. Yeah, so I think it has the same meaning as I said. The dumpster fire for the tower. The star is the soul cyclist. The ghoster for the moon. That's a clever choice. Oh, it's awful when you get ghosted. Well, I think I've done it myself. Perhaps unintentionally or not being aware I'm doing it, but the insta-famous for the sun. Judgment is quarter-life crisis. Quarter-life crisis. Gosh. The world is boozy brunch. We all love a bottomless brunch. Well, can't speak for everyone, but I certainly love a bottomless brunch. Microdose for the Ace of Vibes. Ace of Vibes, yeah, because that's the wands, isn't it? And they're not too much of a stretch, and you do get the symbol of a wand next to it, to be fair. New career, who dis? First like. The thumbs up there. Went viral. This is all very social media, this one, isn't it? Frenemies. Squad goals. The 7 is sorry, not sorry. Eight is literally obsessed. Literally. Love this. This is brilliant. On edge. Burnout for 10. 10 of wands, yeah, I get it. Page, house DJ. Knight is life coach. The queen is baddie. And the king is big D energy. And then we go into our cups. You see the cup symbol there. Ace of Fields, swipe right. Back to Tinder again. Engagement photos. So this is all kind of loving and dating with it being the cups, the feels, the emotions, couples costume. Brilliant. If not annoying when you see it on social media. Binge watching, I can relate to the Four of feels. I love a binge watch of a good show. The ick. The 6 is throwback. Old gaming consoles there. Instamatic photographs. Thirst trap. Inner work. Blessed for the 9 of feels, and 10 is fam. Fam. Page is coming out. Got a pride flag there. Ally for the knight. Mother's intuition for the queen. And the king is stay-at-home dad. I like that suit. So our thoughts, we have a vision board for the ace. So this is the swords and the, it's represented here as thoughts. To be honest, I don't know. TBH IDK. Too real for the 3. Self-care for 4. That needs to come after the 3, doesn't it? Gaslighting for the 5. Girls trip. Day at the spa look. Acting shady. We have lockdown for the 8. That feels like a distant memory now. Sunday scaries. And can't even for the 10. That black cloud. The page is teletherapist. We needed them, didn't we, during lockdown? The knight is protest organizer. The queen is independent woman. I love this image. It's beautiful. King is grown-ass man. And then we have our final suit, which is the swag, the earth suit. Who was the artist? I really like this artist. Scott Bergman. New gig. Work-life balance. So we're really getting that physical realm now, aren't we? Work besties. Pyramid scheme. Oh God, the dreaded pyramid scheme. Furlough. Free giveaway. Hustle culture. Imposter syndrome. Oh my God, this suit is, I mean, it's very much based around work and career so far, but which is, an important element of Earth, the Earth suit. But wow, first time homeowner. Now I'm moving into like what the money you earn can buy you in terms of your family unit and your physical world. Generational wealth. Personal trainer for the page. Celebrity stylist. Gosh, if you could have all these, a personal trainer, a celebrity stylist, who run the world, and a sugar daddy. I think that's pretty cool. I know it's not going to be for everybody, but you know, tarot should appeal to all people of all cultures and all age groups. And I think this offers something fresh for the younger generation. And I think they've done really well with the archetypes and how they've represented those archetypes for that younger generation. So yeah, I quite like that. It put a smile on my face. Would I use it? Yes, I probably would use it with somebody that's into kind of apps and social media, and this inhabits this sort of existence, this world. I would use it with them for sure, as a way to connect with them as well. So, Millennial Tarot, thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget, there are promotional codes for Black Friday and for Cyber Monday over at the Oneness Emporium. If you want to get this deck, you can get either 20% off till midnight on Saturday, or 15% off right up until the 2nd of December. If you're watching this after the 2nd of December, don't worry, use the code Hermits10, you still get 10% off anyway. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.